Alright, hi everyone. I'm gonna get it going on my iPad so I can see. I hope you guys are having a good night. Hopefully it kicks in soon. Sometimes it takes a second for my stream to come up. There we go. Let me. Alright, and I'm gonna move back the camera just so I can see everybody a little bit better. Or I guess you can see me. I can see you. Hi Arnetta, how are you doing? Alright, so hey Beth, how are you? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I wasn't sure what I was gonna work on tonight, and then I was like, the new Cotton Cuts clue comes out Friday, and I did like the tutorial, like a pre-recorded one for the blocks. So this is what the 2 blocks look like, and I realized I never did the second set, so I'm gonna work on them tonight. Hi Liz! Oh Beth, that's so funny. I've been filming for the last day, and after I get off the live, that's why I'm also happy that this is kind of probably stick to closer to an hour, because I have a lot of filming left. I'll show you real quick what I'm doing for mine. So Saturday is our sewing marathon for the Chameleon bag by Oso Gecko, and I decided what's really cool is called the Chameleon bag because there's like all different options. So I chose 2 rectangles, but I'm using cotton woven for the top and cork for the bottom, and I used foam as my interfacing, and I thought it would be a really good idea to quilt it. So it's taking me a little bit of time. So my goal is after tonight to finish filming and putting it all together. But I'm super excited. I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. So. Liz, what are you filming for the marathon as well? I know Tuesday nights, or today's Tuesday has just been like super busy for me. I think because, you know, with the Thanksgiving holiday and stuff, just trying to get everything done. All right, so I have my color card here, and I'm just gonna start working. I already did section A and B. I did one of each, so I just have one more to do. I'm gonna follow along. I think the other thing today was rainy here in New York, and that definitely also I think affected like my energy and motivation today. Oh, Liz, I cannot wait to see the applique version because it looks so cool, but November has just been a busy month for me. Like, I went out to Mojo Sews and then also like a craft fair back home, so I just didn't think I'd have time to do the applique. So I'm super excited to see that one. So if anyone is tuning in and watching and is not sure what we're talking about, once a month we do a marathon series of a video on a Saturday, and the videos are usually pre-recorded, but everybody is live in the chat. So it's a lot of fun. We watch all the videos together, and you can chat with whoever the YouTuber is at that time, and I really look forward to them. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, and for Cotton Cuts, my last quilt and then this one are the large size. So I've been really trying to be good about making sure I get all my blocks done, because otherwise it adds up to a lot of time at the end trying to do everything. Liz, I really enjoyed your live the other night making the baby clothes. I feel like my nieces are gonna be asking me if I learn how to do that, have matching. Arnetta, are you still knitting? Oh, a sweater. Oh, that's nice. At least it's for yourself too, so that's good. I feel like sometimes any, like, as crafters, sewists, whatever you're working on, sometimes we forget to do things for ourselves or feel guilty about doing things for ourselves. Liz, I'm not sure either. Liz, you made me feel better because on the marathon days, sometimes like I'm typing to everyone and it like looks so funny, but it's always because I'm using my iPad and I feel like I'm constantly like correcting words. Oh yeah, when I watch on my phone, it's much easier to like type and interact. So I hope you guys, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, that you guys have a nice Thanksgiving. I'm really excited for it. I was slipping this because my point is not really a point here, but I did the correct seam allowance. I might bring it in a little bit more. These quilts are for me or family, so I'm not usually too picky about how they look. Especially like on a live version. In the tutorial, sometimes I'll fix things more often, so if people are following along and really look at learning how to do it. Thanks, Dad. I'm excited to be home. I feel like I have a lot of sewing projects to try to finish up for the end of this month. Especially with like the holidays and everything coming up. Thanks, Dad. I am very obsessive and compulsive about details. Sometimes when I make the bags, not sometimes, every time I make a bag, I always bring it out to show Jason. And if there's like a mistake, I'm like, do you notice anything? And so now if it comes to like he doesn't notice it, then it's okay. But it's funny because I'll FaceTime my parents and I'll show like my mom or my dad, and I was like, look at right here, it went wrong. And my dad's like, I don't notice anything. That's like a $500 bag. So yeah, we're definitely our own worst critics. Alright, I'm just checking my instructions. You've probably seen me talk about it before with the Cotton Cuts quilts, but they all have letters because every colorway has the same instructions for the small and then the large. So I'm just matching up the letters to make sure that I'm putting them together. I'm hoping I don't have to seam rip a billion times tonight. Hi, Nicole. I'm so happy you can make it. I appreciate everybody joining in with me on Tuesday. I know this week is probably really busy for everybody, especially if you're preparing for the holiday or hosting. And then here in New York City, the kids have a full day tomorrow, but I know in some places kids have a half day tomorrow or are off this week. Oh, Nicole, you just got a new puppy? What kind of puppy? They're a lot of work. That's exciting though. This one block has a lot of the white fabric in it, so I'm just making sure that I'm catching everyone the correct way. Ooh, a pumpkin bread and pound cake. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm definitely a dessert person. I love sugar. My mom is making a trifle for Thanksgiving. And I'm so excited for it. I've been thinking about it for like days now. Yeah, Nicole, me too, Nicole. Like, give me anything. Cookies, cake, anything sweet. Sounds great. Aw, Pit Red Healer. Aw, that's a cute mix. Oh, wait, with a little brown ear. Oh, that's adorable. Did you, like, adopt him from a shelter? Or, like, you knew you were gonna get him? Aw, the other three are going to the shelter tomorrow. Oh, well, I'm glad the little one has you. What'd you end up naming him? I love pets. My dad will tell you, I was always bringing like a pet home. We had all sorts of pets growing up. Oh, you've had him for an hour through your glove. Aww. Well, you know what? You gotta get to know him and his personality, so that's okay. Puppies are so much work. I love cats because, like, they kind of do their own thing where I feel like dogs need so much attention. And I like them, but it's just a lot. In, like, a New York City apartment, it would be so much. That, and I'm not a morning person, and then you have to actually, like, walk dogs. So, I think that's right there one of the reasons why I'd take the cat over a dog. Hi, Mary Lou. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, the kittens in the shelter. I think it's so awesome, Nicole, that you work with the shelter and help out and stuff. That's so cool. Alright, this one I definitely have to clip in place. I've started with, like, quilts to just not bother clipping if they're smaller pieces. But with the big ones like this, I definitely have to. So for those of you that sew, this past weekend I put out a free pattern for my Puff Quilt Pillowcase. So if you haven't got it already and you're interested in it, I linked it in the description. It's a completely free download, but it's on my Shopify pre-order website, because we're hoping to eventually switch our whole website over to Shopify. Currently, we use Etsy to host it. So if you notice a difference, that's why it's there. Oh, you're on Martha's Vineyard for Thanksgiving? I hope you have a good time with your family. Yeah, so I'm going home to Connecticut for Thanksgiving. So I actually usually travel out on Thursday morning because the traffic is just so busy Wednesday night that I just don't want to sit in traffic for hours. So the last few years I've started leaving on Thanksgiving morning, and my family does like a late lunch for Thanksgiving, so I get home like right in time to eat. Mary Lou, is your whole family going to your daughter's? And I'm excited because on Friday I am babysitting my nieces for my sister, and my dad got some little hammers for these birdhouses. My nieces got these birdhouses for last Christmas that they still haven't built, so I'm excited to build them, and maybe we'll come up with another craft or two to do with them to keep them occupied. Otherwise, it's gonna be me versus 3. Aw, that's so nice, Mary Lou. I'm so happy for you. This quilt has some like huge blocks, which I'm really excited because the past ones I've done have not been this big. So I'm really excited to see the end result of this. And because they call it a puzzle mystery quilt, you don't know what the end pattern is going to look like until month 10. So it's kind of like it is a block of the month, but it's a mystery. So each month you don't know what the blocks are going to look like. But it's really exciting. I like it too because all the pieces come pre-cut. I think that's my least favorite part about sewing is all the cutting and the interfacing. So, oh yeah, Dad, they will, yeah, 3-on-1, my nieces will totally win. I want to go to Sewcation. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to vend or teach. With vending, it's just so expensive to ship product. Like when we go down to Florida and stuff, or if they do Sewcation in Florida again, at least we can kind of drive it. We're driving all the way out to LA. I mean, Las Vegas would be like 3 days. And then the other thing too with teaching, I'm just not sure because you don't get the money for the class kits till afterwards. So I kind of have to see in the next couple months how things go. But I really, really want to go. I already have like major FOMO if I like don't end up going. And I was telling Amanda, like, it's in the summertime, so it's so perfect for me. Normally some of the other sewing expos or classes or events, it's during the school year and it makes it so hard. So this one is like perfect timing. And I really want to go because I saw that quite a few of you that went out for Mojo Sewing weekend, and I just feel so blessed to meet all of you in person and spend time with you. So I'm like, I need to see everybody again. Aww. Thanks, Mary Lou. That makes me so happy. Yeah, Amanda messaged me last night and she's like, one of my friends just saw your puff quilt. You should really teach. So I'm gonna see what I can do over the next couple months to try to make it work. Cause I really do want to go. Because the other thing I thought about too is that like even if I couldn't vend, it would maybe be feasible just to go out and teach. Because then I could bring class kits with me no problem on the plane. Especially seeing Amanda how she packed her suitcases with all the class kits. So I know that's definitely doable. Alright, yay! So this is the first block for tonight. So the 4A. So now I just have this second one here that has multiple flying geese. I'm just gonna roll it to the side. And actually while I rolled away, I grabbed the Puff Quilt Pillowcase. So this is what I was talking about for the free pattern. It uses like a charm pack, or you could cut down the squares. And on the back, it's like envelope style, so you can slip a pillow in, makes it easy to wash. So this is the free one that is linked. And I also put a new video for it if you guys haven't seen it or interested. Hi, Nikki. How are you doing tonight? This one I definitely need the fabrics in front of me because they're all similar colors and I feel like I mess them up all the time. Nikki, I just saw your class today. It popped up when I was scrolling Facebook for More Me Know for the wallet. I'm like, ah, it looks so good. I hope it sells out for you. Oh, nice. Yeah, the past couple days I've just been sewing, and then as I'm sewing, I've been trying to catch either anybody that's on live on YouTube or watching some videos as I've been going. When I was filming yesterday, I was watching some videos from Beth from Sew Country. She has a couple new videos out. Beth is like a machine. She, like, every 2 days she has a new video, sometimes like every day. So I was like trying to keep up with her. Wait, it's not you, Nikki, that does it? Just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought it was you. You should teach. Your patterns are so good. Oh my gosh, Krista, that's so funny. Actually, Nikki, like seeing you on just reminded me. I don't think I'm gonna get it done before Thanksgiving, but I still need to make my grandma her greedy clutch. Hopefully, maybe it'll be done before Christmas. With my family, I'm always like, I'll get it done, but there's no timeline promised. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Yes, Beth. Beth, if you're still on and listening, I'm super excited for all your facts in the marathon this weekend. So in our sewing marathons, it's kind of like a laid back format, and we all are in the live chat talking with each other. And Beth from Sew Country, in her videos, she one time she just started doing facts, and like now it's become the thing. So like every video she always has some type of facts that either tie into the designer that created the pattern or about the theme that she's sewing. And I swear I like laughed the whole time because some of them are hysterical. With the thread I'm using the cotton thread, and I feel like I have to pull it like so far because it curls up on me so much more than what I'm used to with the Wizardry Stitchy, like the Tex 35 poly bonded. So I have a couple other videos that I hope to come out with. I have 2 different backpack patterns to film. And I'm really excited for our December marathon too, because that's going to be like 30-minute time slots. So like quicker patterns. And Mary Lou, I actually asked the wallet that Michelle taught at Mojo Sew's Sewing Weekend. It's the accordion wallet by Ginger from Lux Hardware. So I asked Michelle if it was okay if I asked Ginger if I could do a video on her wallet, because I loved how everyone did it at Mojo Sews. It's really cute. If you look up her, if anyone's interested or like doing wallets, if you look up Ginger's pattern, it's called the accordion wallet, and it works with the accordion slots that Soulful Therapy sells. And Michelle did this version that had the bar clasp on top that closed with a magnet. So I'm really excited. That's going to be one of my December videos that are coming out. Yeah, oh, I don't blame you, Nikki. I feel like this is the time of year where people are so busy with either their own craft fairs or gifts for people, or to me, anytime I do, like, I'm thinking just in terms of craft fairs and being busy, because I sell my bags occasionally online, but it's not like the main thing that people buy. I just list them on Etsy, and if people are interested. But I feel like it's always busiest this time of year with people looking for gifts and stuff. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Thank you guys. I know I said every time, like multiple times, but I really appreciate everybody hopping on and saying hello. I've really come to enjoy Tuesday nights and look forward to this. Yeah, and I don't know about all of you, but I feel like the month of November has absolutely flown by. Like, I can't believe that this is already Thanksgiving and the last week in November. Oh, hi, Io. Hi, Vita. How are you, ladies? Vita, I liked putting the magnetic claps on the wallets at Mojo Sews, the sewing studio, so much that my December video, I reached out to Ginger so I could film a tutorial for it. And every time I think about the magnetic clasp, now I think of you. Oh, Yvonne, oh my gosh. From one thing to the next. Well, I'm glad that you hopped on to say hello. That makes me feel special. So if you're just hopping on, I'm finishing up month 4 of a Cotton Cuts quilt. Their next clue, or what would be like their block of the month, comes out on Friday. So I'm doing a large size quilt, which is way bigger than their small size. So I've been trying to be really, really good about keeping up with it. I know she would. I was trying to be like professional about it or appropriate about it as I was saying, but I knew she knew what I would be talking about. So I got all my flying geese here. Now I just need to make sure I put them in the correct order. I'm so visual with some things. Like I have to lay them out to make sure. Because if I don't, I can't tell you how many times I've like reversed things. Or, I mean, if you've been on lives before, I've totally had to pick things apart so many times. But I'm getting better at like reading instructions and being able to talk at the same time. That was really, really difficult at first. I'm just trying to make sure I have everything lined up so I don't lose all the points of these. I'm so happy. I have like a list of all the projects and stuff that I have going on or things I need to do. I don't know about you guys. I'm really terrible about using a planner. Every year I buy a planner and I use it for like 2 weeks and then it's done. But I'll just make like these random lists on like random pieces of paper, and it just feels so good to be like, okay, now I finished this video or I finished this piece of the quilt. it's like a sense of accomplishment. And cleaning out your kitchen. Oh wow, I need to do that, Krista. It's really funny that you say that. I was just telling Jason, I was like, I don't know where anything is in these cabinets. But even stuff like that, I hate doing it, but after it feels so good afterwards once you're done to have like that sense of like, oh, everything is organized. I did that with my sewing room last year. On New Year's, I like ripped it all apart, and I had like, I moved tables around, I moved the sewing machine, I had all this stuff, and it was like throughout our hallway, and it took like 3 days, but afterward I was like, oh, this feels good. I think I need to do another one of those deep cleanings in my craft room. I've really been trying to not buy new materials unless I really, really need them for a particular pattern. I've been trying to sew through my stash. Oh, that's, yeah. See, Nikki, I'm the same way. At my desk at work, my computer monitor just has like sticky notes all the way around it. Even on the freezer. Yeah, so we actually did like a pretty big grocery shopping the other day. And when we came back, I was like, we need to clean this fridge. And so we like pulled everything out, wiped it down. So maybe it's that kind of time of year, like fall time before it gets to be winter, and then everything like can't open up your windows, too cold, or too cold here in New York. If you're in a warmer climate, that's different. So, all right, so this just finished up the 4B section. So I'm super excited. That is done. I'm gonna grab the pieces, the others. So what I do is I label them each month. That way, everything I can find it. Speaking of sticky notes, it's like the one good thing about being a teacher is like I feel like I have a whole supply closet here. And like because I was saying it's a mystery, so when you get your instructions at the end, they say like, so section 4A to 1B. So what I do is I just label them ahead of time. That way when it gets to the end, everything is already ready to go. Yeah, the other time is like I usually try to do like cleaning or reorganizing over winter break, like when Christmas falls, because being a teacher I'll be off for quite a few days. So I go home and visit family, but I always try to be back home in New York for a few days to just be able to like reset and go through everything. I think this year is I need to go through more of my clothes in my closet. I have like a whole stack of clothes, some for donation and some that I've put on Poshmark. So I have a few more that I need to list. So alright. And then so when you get your clue, they have these labels, or they're in individual bags for each month. So I put everything right back in, because if I don't keep it organized like this now, it will just become such a mess. It was funny. I was sewing the other day. My mom is like, oh, like super clean. Like I'm not clean. I'm not dirty. I'm like cluttered. But my mom, she just like has everything. It all has its own spot. And I was sitting in here the other day talking to my niece and my sister, and my niece was like, "You need Nana to come over and clean." Yeah, Dad, it is hoarding. Yeah, Addie told me the other day, I was laughing so hard. She saw something behind me in the craft room, and she's like, "You need Nana to come over and help you." Or Mary Lou, I need you in my craft room. Mary Lou's just like Mom and has a place and enjoys organizing. But, alright, well, I know it's a little bit shorter tonight, but I am gonna hop off because I finished this. And if you hopped on towards the end, I'll show one more time. It's only the front panel, but this is what I'm working on for the chameleon bag. So on Saturday, it's our sewing marathon in my Facebook group and on Instagram. Probably the next day or two, I'll post a link to the video and the schedules. So if you all enjoy hopping on and chatting with people on Saturday, there's like it. I said it earlier, but I put out the free pattern for the puff quilt. If you would like it, please feel free to download it. The link is below. Oh, it cut out. You know what, Nikki? Sorry. It probably cut out because I think my mom was calling. Is it back now? Yeah, because I use my phone, I always forget to put on the do not disturb mode, and it was just ringing, so I believe it was her, and that's why. But yeah, so I was just saying, in my Facebook group, I'll put the link for the marathon in case you want to join in the chats. And then with the pillow, the link is in the description if any of you want to try it. I know a lot of people are bag makers, but I personally enjoy kind of like trying something different. So this is really fun and not as intimidating. So I just want to show you again in case you hopped on towards the end. So I'm going to head out. Thank you all so much for joining me every Tuesday. I know I say it all the time, but I really look forward to it, and it brings me so much joy. So I hope that you guys have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate. If not, I hope you do something fun for yourselves, and I will either chat with you in my social media groups or I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.